The college football experience, Jacksonville State Gamecocks 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo-hoo. Welcome to the college football experience. Jacksonville State Gamecocks 2025 season preview episode. In the wee hours of the night, because we're getting all these 136 done, folks. YouTube.com/the college experience. We are somewhere in the 80s. Maybe the early 90s, but a lot of episodes are out there. Go check them all out. And also, the youtube.com, you can watch it. Highly recommend the slideshow, but we also have the secret tapes. Yes. I sat down with a bunch of different coaches, secret episodes coming out all over iTunes, Spotify, commissioners, sat down with multiple commissioners. So you're going to want to check those out. And Jacksonville State football. Hell, the boys been doing it. They've been playing football at this fine institution since 1904. And they just jumped up to the FBS. No fucking problem. All right. No problem. From 9-2, their final season in the FCS. Oh, the FBS is too tough. 9-4, year one in the FBS, followed by year two, another 9-win season where they won the conference. And people were we got to talk about that. But let me introduce myself, folks. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swigga, Database Dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
2 years in, conference championship, just like that. There's a lot of proof. And the more I think about it, buddy, I know I got to introduce you, but the more I think about it, we're spot on, of course. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college basketball experience and he'll make an appearance on the college baseball experience as well. And remember, in college basketball, we're live every single night of the season. But give it up. We do the same for football. But give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the other Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up? Yes, I hit on Jax State, Conference USA future last year. Then I stole your coach, baby. Go Mountaineers, Rich Rod. Here we go.
Shit.
Mac tonight! Come on, make it Mac tonight!
Well, this is the thing, man. We already released our episodes on Missouri State and Delaware. This is more proof when you think about it. I'm trying to think right now. So you have App State, Georgia Southern, Coastal, all kind of came up seamlessly in a way. Coastal, I guess, struggled a tiny bit, but not really, right? They all had no problem. Sam Houston State, 9-win season in year two. Jacksonville State wins the conference in year two. James Madison wins the conference in year two, right?
Yep.
We took a lot of shit for taking the over on Delaware and Missouri State. I think the only like failure you've seen at a team jumping up has been UMass. Even UConn made the transition up well and then went to a Fiesta Bowl against Oklahoma. So the question is who failed the mission? Just UMass, right? But that now that they have some stability in the MAC, but I mean, what a great run Jacksonville State's on the middle of it. Now I know they lose Rich Rod and fans probably upset with that, but this is a program that has been winning. I mean, since 2013, they have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 win seasons or better since 2013.
John Grass.
That is getting it fucking done, man. And of course, remember that win at Florida State when we were in Vegas. Just one of the best fucking games. Just hilarious against Saudi Arabia State. Look, the end of an era though. Rich Rod, legendary coach, obviously now in Morgantown, back home where he coached before and played before at West Virginia. And now in steps in Charles Kelly, who's like a lifer in the state of Alabama. He's never been a head coach before, but the guy has been all over the place, man. I'm curious what you make of the hire because, he's definitely qualified because the guy's been an assistant since 1993. And he was at Jacksonville State from 94 to 98. So it's one of their own in a way.
Yeah.
It's strange. He's qualified though.
He is. Yeah. I mean, like you said, he's a grinder in this business, stops pretty much everywhere. Auburn, Alabama, Jax State multiple times, Georgia Tech. He was the interim there. And Nichols, he even stopped at Nichols for a little bit and Florida State, for their national championship year. So, I thought it was an interesting hire just because things didn't really work out that well on his last couple stops at Colorado and Auburn. But at the same time, he's been at Jax State. He knows the lay of the land.
And the Colorado thing was that was a tough thing to walk into.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. I don't know that I place blame, but I will say Robert Livingston certainly looked a lot better, but also the roster was a little bit better. This is a guy that his coaching ties are pretty strong, man. When you talk about Nick Saban, when you talk about Terry Bowden, when you talk about Paul Johnson, that's what I mean is like he's qualified. Let's see if this thing works. I'll be honest though. I did not have. I thought I was mentioning Neil Brown. I was mentioning a slew of other guys that. I try to hypothesize who they're going to hire. Like I nailed New Mexico with Bronco Mendenhall 2 years ago, and I've been all right at this thing. Patty C nailed Bill O'Brien to Boston College. I had a short list. I'm trying to remember who else was on it besides Neil Brown, but I had a short list of guys that I thought could work out there. And I did not have Charles Kelly on the list, but that's not to say it's not going to work. I didn't have Dabo Swinney on my list at Clemson, and the guy's been fired. So it was just an interesting hire. It just came out of left field a little bit for me. Would you agree?
A little bit. Yeah, I thought they might promote within just because Rich Rod, really, really elevated the program. I thought what he was able to do in that transition from the FCS to the FBS was unbelievable. But yeah, Charles Kelly comes in and we're about to go through it. Got some Mountaineers on his staff as well, former Mountaineers. So Mountaineers and the Gamecocks are always intertwined here.
Yeah, and the offense taken over from Rich Rodriguez, obviously. So Clint Trickett's the new OC, which, by the way, was a nice get when you think about he kind of had been somewhat of a hot name in the coaching ranks. Mm-hmm. And for him to leave to come to Jax State was surprising to me when I saw that. But 11th in scoring offense, 106th in pass offense, third in Rich Rod, you filthy animal, third in the nation in year 2 in the FBS. I fucking love it. 19th in total offense, but this is kind of an overhaul here. Yeah. But Trickett, I will say this. It's pretty good to land Clint Trickett as an OC at a school that just went 2 years into the FBS. The offense returns just Michael Pettway at the wide receiver spot, and Bubba Grayson. Kicker Garrison Ripa is back as well. They went to the okay. They did go to the portal, and I forgot to put it on the slides, but let me find it right now. I have the slide. But what do you make of the hire at the OC spot? And do you think, I mean, how long will it take for them to nail this this portal class or like this offense, get everything, you have 2 returning starters. So get continuity going. I swear I put this slide in here. Maybe I just put it in the wrong spot.
I mean,
it is.
If you remember last year, they started 0-3. They were horrible in the non-con. What is worth noting is famous. His dad's been around the game forever. Worked for Rich Rod, obviously, and Don Nealon and Bobby Bowden. So he's the offensive line coach. So he's coming to work for his dad. Obviously, Clint played for Dana at West Virginia. I think in what year was that? 2014, 2015. He was a slow quarterback. Yeah. So he's an up and coming coach and gets to reunite with his dad. A lot of people thought the old man would follow Rich Rod to Morgantown, but elected to stay down there with his son.
Hey, you're at a certain age. You got life good.
Right.
By the way, here's the look, they brought in Gavin Wimsatt. This is a guy that started games at Rutgers and played at Kentucky. Might even started 1 or 2 games at Kentucky, if memory serves me correct. Also brought in Cade Cunningham, not that Cade Cunningham, but the Memphis quarterback. This is the one I think we should circle here. Cam Cook was a very high recruit. I know things maybe didn't work out with him, but the best part of it is finding. That's the thing about football, man, and that's why I think sometimes it's just you have to find the staff in the position that fits you most. Sometimes it just doesn't work out at certain schools. Cam Cook is an interesting one to watch because this guy was a highly recruited running back. If that thing hits at Jacksonville State, man, watch out. Caleb Coombs, a wide receiver, comes in from Florida Atlantic. Deondre Johnson, another guy from Rutgers, which I'm assuming that's the Wimsatt connection there. Dylan Gentry, no relation to Dennis, coming in from Auburn. Franklin Barrett from Appalachian State at the wide receiver spot. Cam Bell from FAU as well. A couple of FAU guys. Harrison Hamsley from Valdosta State. Valdosta was nasty on offense last year. So that's an interesting get. Those are the portal guys that I have noted here. Did they grab offensive guys? I'm sorry, I went out of or offensive line guys. I believe that was everybody, which was surprising to me when I put that together. But there's no way the offense is going to be top 20 in the nation. But I do think that they might be better than people think.
I would tend to agree just because I like the offensive staff. The Tricketts, like you said, are proven and I think that they will try to keep that identity to a certain degree. They're not going to run the ball as much as Rich Rod did. I mean, Rich Rod was running the ball at a level like Army and Navy were last year at Jax State. So I think they'll be a little bit more pass happy with Clint Trickett calling the plays, but I think that they'll be just fine. I think this will be a good offense.
Well, then the defensive side of the ball, last season, remember the non-con had, I feel like the Coastal game was the one that got away, but 78th in scoring defense, 99th in pass defense, 66th in rush defense, charting at the 93rd best defense in America. Now, Brian Williams is the new defensive coordinator. He was not there last year, obviously. I like this hire. I think now Charles Kelly's a defensive guy, so it doesn't surprise me. He's probably plugged in. I thought Brian Williams was actually pretty good at Maryland, considering that the rest of that staff. I think this stands out to me even more than the Trickett hire. Now, the Trickett one, I think will get the accolades perhaps, but I like the Brian Williams hire on the defensive side of the ball. They return just 2 guys, both on the D line though, and Juwan Campbell and Taylon Carter. They hit the portal heavy, man, bringing in Isaac Walker from Georgia Southern, who's on the schedule, might I add. Jacob Cruz from Georgia Tech, Curtis Perry from Virginia Tech. Those are all on the D line. How about the linebacker spot? Miles Butler from Campbellsville. Where the fuck is that?
Deep sea diving.
Unbelievable. Going really deep sea diving. Cornerback Traquan Fegans from UCF comes in. And then how about Trevor Woods, man? At Colorado, this guy started a lot of games. You might remember that. I know I remember it. 21-point dogs at TCU. 21-point dogs plus 850 money line play. Charles Kelly was coaching the defense. Trevor Woods had an interception in the end zone that game. And also, I believe, had a big either forced fumble or fumble recovery. That's a nice get for them. Tyron Taylor also comes in from Memphis at the safety spot. And then cornerback Jakaris Alexander. Look, Ferris State keeps an incredible program. I've been following them closely the past couple of years. Look, this is a fascinating one when we do this exercise for every team. Will the offense be better? Will the defense be better? The conference is much worse than a year ago. So there is a world to me where I think they're better than 93rd. I'm going to say the defense improves.
I think it may remain the same just because the offense last year was unbelievable at keeping time of possession. I mean, they rushed. They had 2 1,500-yard rushers on the team last year at Jax State. So I think that maybe the statistics will stay the same, but it'll be a better unit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Gonna talk more about that. We're gonna go game by game on the schedule, talk about state of the program, but jumping up from the FCS to the FBS and where this can go long term. But before we do that, want to let you know the college football experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. There's no waiver wire. There's no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. Look, an Underdog is also a great place to play Pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter. So what are you doing? Sign up UnderdogFantasy.com with our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits there. UnderdogFantasy.com promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Yes, MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport, including all those summer sports, man. Might have had a few $100s on Calgary Stampeders the other day. Might have bet the Baltimore Orioles foolishly the other day. But don't worry, I made some money too. All right, I made some money on them Winnipeg Blue Bombers. But summer sports, man. You're just looking for any type of edge. Betting marble races in Taiwan and shit. You know what I mean? There's a betting on dildo colors that hit the WNBA court. I'm not joking. That's available. College football futures, loading up on those. Absolutely loading up on the college football future front. NFL futures, all that stuff. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head on over to MyBookie.ag, and when you do, use the promo code, our promo code, TCESGPN, for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply, of course. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. Let's talk about the schedule. And before we get to the schedule, we have to talk about state of the program. I just kind of hit on this, man. 2 years into the FBS, you win to both 9-win seasons in both years. You win a conference championship though in your second year. Fantastic stuff. Fan base buy-in, coaching. It seems to be many different coaches have had success here over the past 20 years or so. But that all has to do with state of the program, but also the stadium. Burgess Snow Stadium, 78 years young, Mac.
Let's go.
And they've been ramping this thing up with the they knew they were moving to the FBS. So the anticipation of that, they've been loading this thing, and it keeps getting better and better and better. And this is why college football is great. You could be an NAIA or D3 and your fucking stadium looks like a the bathroom of a Dunkin' Donuts. But then, down the road, you keep investing, you keep working hard, you stay focused. A lot like this show. We used to be in a garage. All right. We used to be in a garage. I used to have to push a lawnmower out of the way. Now I'm still in a garage, and now I don't have that lawnmower because it broke down. All right. No, I'm joking. But we have a studio and everything. I like this big ass building they put in there, man. That thing looks fire. YouTube.com/The College Experience. They got good fans, man. There's nothing like live college football. If you're in Alabama, what the hell? Even if you're not in Alabama, get out. What's that? What'd you say?
I said, fear the beak, baby.
Fear the beak, man. Get out to a game. Look at this place, man. It's a beautiful stadium, man. I might even bump it up from a 7 to an 8 because I like the direction it's heading in, man. And one thing that I didn't know is you got mountains. I didn't even know Alabama had mountains, to tell you the truth, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't spent enough time in the state of Alabama. I've just, probably as far as states in America, continentally, not Alaska or Hawaii, I would say it's one of the states I've spent my least amount of time in. Look at those mountains, man. Hell yeah. I didn't know this.
Yep.
What do you give this thing 1 to 10?
I give it an 8. So I've been here at Austin P. We were in the OVC with Jax State. So yeah, I got to visit the stadium. 22,000. They keep adding to it. To your point, like they were a juggernaut at the FCS, and then that's why they transitioned nicely. They got good fans, man. They care down there, and yeah, it gets rowdy, man. It's not a wine and cheese crowd. I can tell you that they get after it, and they were awesome when during that Conference USA Championship game last year. I mean, that place was lit while they were destroying Western Kentucky to win their first ever championship at the FBS level.
Well, I think I might have a photo from that. I love that retro logo they use too, man. Look at these buildings back here too. It's cool. This thing is better. This is why I love this. They've been in the FBS 2 years and they got a better stadium than every NFL stadium minus what? Lambeau and Arrowhead and Soldier. It's right there, man. I love the way it looks, but I think I got a shot from the
championship game.
Shit, man. Yeah, from the championship game on here. Look at that shit though, man. This is fantastic. Come to Jacksonville State, man, where the power is, man.
Lightning delay.
There we go. I mean, look, there's beautiful skies. Get out there to a game. Shrubbery alert. Man, I like this shit a lot. There we go. Champs. There we go. You can't take that from Liberty's Jerry Falwell and Liberty spending like $20 million on their roster.
Jax State fucked them up.
Whether it's $20 million on the roster or it's $20 million to have some dude fuck his wife. While he jerks off in the corner. But what do you give state of the program, dude? I'm giving this thing a 7. I know they lose Rich Rod, which is coaching pedigree. But I think this program is headed in the right direction. You've seen it with the stadium buy, and you've seen it's kind of been, like I said, multiple coaches. Rich Rod wasn't even the coach when they beat Florida State.
Yeah.
So they've had some guys win games there. So 7 of 10 for me. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Rich Rod, it was getting him down there was unbelievable, and he took it to another level. But yeah, they've been winning there for a minute now. 7 out of 10. I think that's fair. I may give it an 8, man. They're coming off a Conference USA championship and only their second year. So yeah, and they got the resources. So let's go. Go Cox.
Let's go. Let's talk about this schedule because week 1, Thursday night. What was I think they're getting 18 points. I think I saw 17 and a half. Yeah. 2 new. This is one of the matchups. Remember, this year's week 1 is like 6 or 7 matchups of first year coaches going against one another, which is the only time I've been following college football pretty heavily since the late 80s, early 90s. I can't recall this many first year coach matchups. But Charles Kelly taking on a first year head coach who's back at the scene of the crime, though, Scott Frost at the Moon Bounce there in Orlando. I'll take those 17 points, but give me a UCF to get the dub.
Yeah, they're going to be walking into a hornet's nest here. Scott Frost back at UCF. But yeah, I'll take. I think Jax State will stay within striking distance, but 0-1.
Yeah, I mean, UCF's breaking in like 70 new players too. So I mean, that's why I think like you got to take the points in that spot.
Yep. Even
though that crowd gets lit. Week 2, the Flaming Libs of Liberty will get revenge as they come in. The series goes back to 1981. Look, Liberty, I know they lose Caden Salter, but they bring in the kid from Coastal that I'm sure actually the irony here is Trickett will probably know his strengths and weaknesses. Why am I drawing a blank on the quarterback's name that went to Liberty? But either way, I expect Liberty to be in the conference championship. I loaded up actually on their win total over. I think it's one of the best bets you can do.
Vasco.
Yeah, Ethan Vasco. They are going to beat, like this is Liberty lucked up because if you told me you got this game in November, I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
But week 2 after UCF, great spot to catch Jax State. So I got Jax State going 0-2.
And Liberty's off of a FCS game. That's a tough one to draw week 2. That's kind of a bullshit scheduling spot for Jax State. 0-2 for me as well.
Yeah. Then week 3, you go to Statesboro to take on Georgia Southern and Clay Helton. Series that goes back quite a ways, 1939. Man, Georgia Southern is a contender in the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
Statesboro is a great crowd too, man. I got to take Southern. This one could be interesting though a little bit because Clay Helton has many games where he loses to teams he shouldn't. So this is possible that they could slip up, but that home environment is really good there at Paulson Stadium. So I will take Georgia Southern, and I got the Gamecocks 0-3.
I got them 0-3 back-to-back years. Conference USA non-cons are tough.
Yeah, these first 3 are pretty brutal. And then, though, light at the end of the tunnel, as long as they don't play like their baseball team did. Murray State, the Racers coming into Burgess Snow Stadium there. I'm all over this one. Big time win. Double-digit win. Maybe 30-point win or something. 1-3.
Gotta have it. They'll get it here. I think they'll blow out Murray State. 1-3.
There we go. Shout out to Ron in the chat. He's Murray State. No, he's talking Montana State Bobcats. Wrong MSU. Then a trip to Hattiesburg to take on Marshall 2.0, the Sun Belt champs of a year ago. The series goes back to 1937. Oh man. You know, I'm high on Southern Miss, so that's a 1-4 for me at the Rock there in Hattiesburg. How about you?
Yeah, Trickett's former boss Charles Huff. Yeah, I'll 1-4. God damn, they drew some tough games early.
Then you get a bye week. You come out of that bye week, and you're heading to the Bear Claw. Not so fast. You are actually heading to their Bear Claws under repairs in Huntsville, Texas. This game is at the soccer stadium in Houston, Texas. What did we do on this? Did I take Sam Houston? I don't know that I did.
I took Sam Houston, so I'm gonna stick with it. I got him 1-5. Sam Houston will need this game like blood too.
I think I might have took Sam Houston. Do you remember what I did?
I think you took Sam Houston.
Okay. I'll stick with it. I don't have strong conviction with this, though. I think this game is anybody's game. I mean, how many Sam Houston fans are going to drive an hour to be at this thing?
0.
I'll just say this is going to be a field goal game. Give me Sam Houston, though. So 1-1 and what is that? 1-5 is that?
Yeah.
The good news is the Delaware Blue Hens are coming into town. They're new to the FBS, but watch out. Delaware's got a good program. I think I took Jax State on the Delaware preview.
I did, yeah. So what we got them with two wins here, headed into the next bye, 2-5.
Yeah, 2-5. They get a bye week again, like all the CUSA teams do. They come out of the bye week. They head to Murfreesboro, Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. I got them winning this, man. I know I feel like I got Middle losing every game, but I don't. The Middle's got to show me something. Like Jacksonville State's got some talent on, like a Power 5 quarterback, a former big time recruit at the running back spot. Like, give me Jax State until otherwise.
Cosign. Yeah, middle's got to do something. I mean, middle might go 1-11. Yeah, give me Jax State. I think they're the better team off the bye here too.
It is a back-to-back away. Unfortunately, though, they go to the Sun Bowl, which those are not very close.
No.
I have this as a loss, taking on and UTEP bringing in a 5-star quarterback in Malachi Nelson, USC / Boise State transfer. I got UTEP getting this one. Second year for Scotty Walden. He's got a little bit of a leg up on Charles Kelly. How about you?
Yeah, 3-6 for me here. I'm with you. I like you. I'm high on UTEP this year.
Yeah. In their final year in the CUSA. Then Kennesaw State coming into Burgess Snow Stadium. This is a win. I feel pretty good about this one, man. That's a fourth win.
Fourth win.
Which sets them up to, if they can win out, to go bowling. And they go to Pitbull Stadium. Yes, the artist has his own stadium. I got FIU getting them, though, man. I'm kind of high on Willie Simmons. And by now, November 22nd, this is going to be a game, though, I think, man. Give me FIU to get them. How about you?
Shit, I mean, they only beat FIU by a field goal last year with that really good team at Jax State. Now they got to go to the airport. I'm going Willie Simmons here. I'm with you. I think this is more of a toss-up than people realize.
And then they end the season with the home game against Western Kentucky. I think we should talk about something here. I think you would agree with me that the Conference USA is a little down. Jerry Kill's no longer at New Mexico State. Rich Rod's gone from Jax State. McIntyre's out of FIU. Stockstill's gone from Middle Tennessee. Who am I forgetting? Some other ones. Casey Keeler's gone from Sam Houston.
Chadwell's about to be gone from Liberty.
Yeah, I mean, so you got all this turnover. You have 2 FCS teams coming in there. Mac, I think there's a decent shot that Western Kentucky has clinched the Conference USA championship by the time this game is played.
That could be the case.
Which makes me believe that Jacksonville State could very well win this game. My Conference USA championship is the Flaming Lips of Liberty against Western Kentucky. But if that's the case, I could totally see Jacksonville State winning this game. But I'm just going to bank on it not being the case, and I'll take Western to win this game. But I got them 4-8, 5-7. I could see 6-6, but they got to get that Sam Houston game. What are you doing in this game?
I have Western getting their revenge after Jax State blew the doors off them in the championship game. So I've got Jax State finishing 4-8, year one of Charles Kelly.
Yeah, I got him that too, but yeah, I'm intrigued though. I still think there's a path for that though. The win total's at 6.5.
Yeah, that's a lock.
Plus 1,100 to win the CUSA, plus 550 to make the CFP. Ooh, let's talk about this. But before we talk about that, I want to let you know that the College Football Experience is brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor. The world's greatest sportsbook, Circa Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo, with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true DJ if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. Also, come hang out with us. The SGPN crew and the College Experience crew will be there. Circa Contest Weekend, August 21st to August 23rd. We'll be doing live college football shows covering Week 0, Farmageddon, and how about the Conference USA game? Sam Houston State and Western Kentucky doing battle. Live shows, open bars, plus you get 15% off your stay at the Circa with our promo code SGP15. The contests are open for everyone too. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com, use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm's power trends are now called smart signals, and those things are dominating. These are AI detected patterns, or Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a very high ROI. I think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. MLB smart signals too are just killing it. Mike Trout and Giancarlo Stanton there are combined 14-0 when smart signals recommend their unders. The WNBA smart signals too since All-Star break 27-16. 23.36% ROI. They are cooking. Download the Rhythm app. Check out Smart Signals and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's SportsGamblingPodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. Shout out to Ron Lowney in the chat. Betting against Liberty? No. Liberty will win this conference, I think, this year. He's also asking about Montana State, South Dakota State. I can't wait for that game.
It's a game.
Obviously, South Dakota State, everyone's gone. So it'll be interesting to see how they repair. So I would take Montana State, brother. I know Tommy Malotte's gone and a few others too, but they got more intact, I think, than the Jackrabbits. But that game's going to be fire early in the year. Check out the FCS College Football Experience for more on that. But yeah, back to this Jacksonville State thing. Give me the best case scenario here. Like, best case scenario is Murray State, Sam Houston. I mean, honestly, everything in the Conference USA not named Liberty, and where they get Western makes them all winnable to me.
8-4 again. The magical year like last year.
Yeah. 8-4 is the ceiling. Now, the flip side of that coin is, what if the offense is sputtering? Defense isn't there yet. You open up 1-4, you go to Sam Houston, you lose that. What are you, 1-5? Delaware is capable of catching. Delaware is very good FCS school that I think will be better than people think. And then, yeah, I mean, I honestly think 2-10 or 3-9 is 2-10 probably is the floor. Maybe 3-9. So. Ron Lowney's on the under. I you know what, man? I'm with you. I'm going to lock this up too. The more I think about it, I'm like, we're sleeping on, and then the back-to-back away from Murfreesboro to El Paso.
They didn't get a good schedule at all.
I'm trying to build the scenario here to get to 7 wins. I know we said theoretically it could happen if they sweep the fucking board minus the Liberty game. But you're telling me they're going to get Sam Houston, Delaware, Middle Tennessee, and UTEP. I know that's not a gauntlet, but I'm just saying.
You got to get them all.
Yeah. I'll lock up the under with you. Yeah. Give me the under 6.5. They could still go bowling and go 6-6, and we're still good. We're cashing. Give me the under on Jax State. Moneyline Max with me. Folks, that is our show for 3 episodes, the triple header that we just got done with it. Tomorrow, same situation. Stanford will be the team we open up with. Then UCF, which obviously we just talked about. They will be opening up with Jacksonville State. And then the Louisville Cardinals. Looking forward to all 3 of those. All right. Go check out all of our other previews. We've got a shit ton of them out there. Secret tapes as well. So youtube.com/The College Experience, iTunes, Spotify. Also, please, if you can, folks, both help us. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. We are grateful for your ears and eyes. Check out the College Basketball Experience, the College Baseball Experience. All those come together as one. youtube.com/The College Experience. Shout out to Ron Lowney in the chat and John and all the other great ones from yesteryear that have been tuning in, and the new ones too. See you tomorrow, folks. This is the College Football Experience. Enjoy the slideshow honoring Jacksonville State football history on the way out. But this is the College Football Experience, Jacksonville State Gamecock style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7 messages.
1. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks, largely because leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. But between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles tape. Shake the cobweb and hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pair of feet by the tree that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the hair. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause the season goal moves toward it.